And one match separates you from that championship stage. Stage Mouz haven't missed out on in CS2 yet. They don't plan on doing so today. Mouz fighting in the donut. They come running his way into this A split.
Legacy having a scramble, rotates over. And they're going to play fast and through this CT smoke. Brolin not concerned, up close, battles back, and that leaves it just on Nissim. 1v3, and they know where he is. Going to try and play his hand out now. Spotted and dealt with. It's a clean finish in the pistol with a strong start from Mouz's captain. You've seen Torshi being this hype the whole way through this 0-2 reverse sweep run.
Definitely the right move here for Mouz, just to set the energy high to start this series, because it's going to get crazy. Legacy fighting in the cave. MP9s come rushing through the Molotov, and it turns into a bloodbath. 1-for-1 down the ramp. Spinks needs help from the mid side. He can't stop them. Lux and Dumal get 2 more kills, and Mouz are thrust into a 2-on-4. Look at the leave as well. Immediate reset for Legacy. I think Mouz have realized that they started to move back. They're going to take the space.
Oh, good catch for Torshi, and he's going to keep taking space away. Jimmy now moves in to join him, and Nissim still very far removed in this round. So for now, Sadzin operating alone, trying to be loud here. Hoping that lends a bit more room to his teammate on this wrap round.
Ooh.
Jimmy on the line gets deleted. Torshi is in a corner. He can't move anywhere. They've got him trapped in. Nails the first, but Torshi can't battle it back for a second. And this force buy goes the way of Legacy. This game starting off at a high tempo already. This is going to leave Legacy in a bit of an awkward position here. They're fast on this lane flank, but no one from Mouz feeling that pressure to challenge yet. Where it could get interesting is with Exertion here. He's actually getting flanked by Dumal. Aggressive on the A push. And Exertion now been spotted. There's the backstab arriving. But he gets out with 2 kills from ramp, and Legacy left lacking. Lato on this aggressive push out through the cave. Brings it even, brings us back into this 3-on-3. But it's hard to justify, hard to go for. Mouz, at the end of the day, just picked the right site, called the bluff on the ramp smoke, run through it.
Yeah.
And Legacy never get to that position to begin the retake.
Exertion catches one off guard, but then I would have loved to see the rest of Legacy just hold for another second to give Dumal that kill. So Mouz back to the drawing board with another full buy, round the save. No overcommitment in middle for Legacy. Mouz feign and A attack early. Just trying to keep the pressure on, burn this util and shuffle the defense here for Legacy, but through the smoke, Sadzin takes that kill, and Brolin's put down. The picture clears up now. Legacy know it's a fake.
Lato's going to confirm that. That's a big spot from him on the lane. Not just the bomb, but 3 players.
Was it worth it, though? No kills from that. And Mouz are far from committed.
Potentially lethal, and Legacy have read into this, right? That orb's kind of floated back into the donut. Sadzin's going to be here to lend a helping hand. If he can take the eyeballs, the attention away from Nissim, this position could tear everything away.
You hope Xertion's contact force players out of position, but if no one gets a kill, then no one's going to move.
Now they start making noise in main. Sadzin not here to make any sound or draw the attention away. It's not needed. Nissim bides his time and finds that perfect moment.
But Mouz made this all the way back to 2-2. Such a rarity to see teams get out from 0-2, man. Across all the Swiss majors, only 14% of teams 0-2 have still made it through to the next stage. That hasn't happened yet here in Austin. That didn't happen in Shanghai. Mouz want to make something new here at the major. But right now, nothing's pointing to it. They're just getting destroyed. Every kill coming in. Legacy slaughtering Mouz across the map. No trades in sight, and no rounds either. 7-2, 5 alive. I can't keep saying it. When he's on, this can be one of the best entry fraggers in the world. Gonna have to find something here in these last couple.
I mean,
out
look,
middle.
like if Mouz break through with 4 rounds, they can do something here, but
they don't care. They're just running at them.
Yeah, it's not. Legacy aren't playing with fear. These guys,
look at him go.
Have got full faith in themselves in this game. Given the circumstances, what's on the line? They're not in their heads. They're not questioning anything.
No, they're not playing.
They want to take all the fights they can because they've been winning them. And so Jimmy on this aggro push finds himself in a swing position. In through the back lines. Most successful player in this round's been getting him up into the red room.
I like this reset though. Legacy are going to be worried about the back line.
Lato's hunting though, and just going to catch him out on this island in mid. 12-4 for Lato to open. Him and Doom out, topping the charts. Legacy are destroying them. And Spinks looking to give this a go, walking in and through the ramp side, decided last minute to give that a try.
Swung out mid with a flashbang. You won't see them. Mouz are late to this one. Right now, Legacy out of position, but they've been pushing through smokes. They've been playing aggressive all damn tournament and flanking to heaven already coming in as Nissim lines up both mid players. Popping through this smoke is not going to answer your call, Mouz. 2v5. Yet another unwinnable round. And Mouz have been in this all day.
Yeah, the entire game has felt exactly like this to the Mouz squad. They can't get anything going. They're not even making a dent in these rounds. This is as brutal as it gets. Legacy are gunning for the playoffs.
This is not the Mouz I expected either, right? Like, pressure aside, this is a team that traditionally were called studio merchants, right? That was a while ago. They've absolutely proven themselves on the stages, but these are the kind of games you would expect Mouz to mop up. Well, not today, as Nissim finds 4 to shut them out, and Dumao will not shut up.
By comparison, Legacy haven't looked to play a lot of Ancient here at the tournament.
Wow. What can you do about that? Felt like Torshi had the kill. We'll see if Lux gets at it. Double smoke exec, really trying to cover positions. Mouz have 2 guys in the site. They smoke off cave as well. They say you can't come in. Legacy don't care. Right through the ramp. Brolin eats that Molotov. Nissim looking to slide through the smoke, and Xerxen has to step up.
Good hold, Exertions, dualies, gonna put fresh mag in, and Brolin turns back around to cover him. Only Lux left standing, but low HP on 2 of these players. Jimmy arrives at the perfect moment. Pistol round picked up for the Mouz squad, but that was how they opened this game.
Yeah, if I'm Legacy, I'm just buying off of...
It's wild to think that Legacy over the course of this major have hit that same type of level up, being able to deal with these high pressure scenarios and a fast B-pop. Once more, this side of the map gets tested. Spinks holds the line, but Brolin's overran.
No long control, only 1 player takes it. They get a little lost there in that hit. Would have loved to see, on the reload, good cover from Xerxen. Would love to see more players go for that long control, but they got stalled out behind the util. And so Legacy should not be winning this round. Sadzin sits back in the cave, tries to buy a few more seconds, but there's a kid in play, and Mouz are going to move in quick.
Oh, smoke's gone deep. That's awful. That's weird.
Okay.
But a missed spray. And a defuse held.
It was there. It was winnable. Just saying.
Was.
Just saying. Seen some insane comebacks of this tournament. Something special about majors. Legacy know that better than most. Flash through the cave smoke and full blindness, Brolin. What an entry. Cool little trick here for Legacy to force a 5v4, but they walk out A main at the same time into the AWP. Torshi really trying to commit to these fights. It's going to hit him run away. Put the fear in them enough that Legacy will speed up towards B. Right now, only 1 player in the bomb site.
Oh, Spinks is so blind and they'll clear him.
Oh, wow.
Up on the smoke spam, Sadzin. He's just torn this whole thing away. Mouz, the comeback they were hoping to embark on, already chipped through On these aggressive purchases for Legacy, they just keep throwing things at Mouz.
And that wasn't even the second round force. This was the third round half buy. Most of these players didn't have armor. Pistols and flashes. A couple of Famises in play. Jimmy going to choose to give it up. Play late on this cross. Xerxen hiding in the donut. Torshi comes to support. If Mouz are going to do it, they have to do it together.
Jimmy traded. Dumao gets past him and the rest of the team follow through behind Dumao.
Here we go.
Torshi Zorp will be in the right place. This is where Torshi has to save Mouz. Jiggled on the spawn. He takes one of the domes straight away. And that AWP gets hounded down. The one heavy hitting item of the round removed.
Dropped and picked back up.
Just Spinks left in this. 9 HP, 1 bullet will end this round. 1 bullet puts Legacy right there.
So unbelievably aware, so sharp. They jiggle the AWP 2-3 times. They headshot him through the corner. Legacy making the most of their mission.
They're ready for the cave play. They're set up to deal with this. They have a guy jumping up heaven. Dumao right now playing this crossfire with Lux. They were prepared for contact out through heaven. They had the read, 3 on 3.
Ramp.
And the aggression from Torshi gets stemmed, fires off, but doesn't get anything from it. Jimmy getting pressured. That's such an awful hit. Exertion can't hit a thing. Mouz is shaken. They can't believe what's happening. This is so dominant. Just Torshi. But he feels like a co-pilot in his own body right now. This is gone. Legacy run away with the Mouz pick. Mouz never even had a chance. They are stun locked out of this game. The form that they came into this series with was truly terrifying. Enough to give Mouz nightmares. And so let's see how they look in this pistol. A walk through the apartments. Torshi will get out with 1 at least. And aggression down through Banana. Clear that Mouz want to try and build up some confidence early. They don't want to come in feeling scared or playing like it. So they've made a series of aggressive moves in this pistol round. Here's the aggression over towards Banana.
Oof, these shots are just getting recovered right now for Mouz, but that's still fine. 4v3, and bailing from Banana is Lux. Speed up in the apartments, needs a quick clean kill for Brolin, and he gets one at least. Trades positions, that's fine by him. Bomb pick back up, can Satin get in the corner to plant this package, and that's a nice move if he can. Ooh, takes the fight instead, humbles Brolin, puts him on 5, and the bomb plant down, but the round should elude him. And so Mouz come through with a pistol, but that's not been the problem, has it? Both back on Ancient.
And that was where, like, the hurt really began. It's so important for Mouz that they're able to win this one. If they do want to try and come back in this series, I don't know if they can take another setback of having this force by round go against them. So that's a big pickup for Spinks.
Could have just taken the damage there. He might have even got a kill, but just his perfect peak. Molly pushes Torshi out. Spinks at least has found a 5v4, but those AKs are going to be shuffled over to the next man in line. This one with armor is in the apartments, so it's got to be on Satin right now. And Brolin's come from that B-bomb site to assist. They're taking arch control. This can't end B though. They've not got the real estate for that. They're just looking for this kill with Brolin trapped in. He might get anxious and he walks right into this AK. That's exactly what Legacy wanted. Knowing that's a B player as well is going to change the plan. They pull back. They know they've got a 4-on-1 at this B-bomb site.
Oh, Exertion really has his work cut out for him. Will find himself under the microscope here as he's got 3 players coming his way. 2 in first through the temple. Exertion holds the line for that first kill, but he can't wrangle in Lato. Low HP on Torshi, that first player to rotate past.
He has timing though. Torshi should play. They have no idea.
Oh, and it's the AK that's gonna get dropped first. Lato shot in the side of the dome. No idea that they've crossed out already. Dumao can't find a thing, and Nissim too far away. Torshi with that timing. Oh my God, that's a couple of clean kills at the end for Nissim. It is a very expensive win for Mouz.
And you know what I'm doing if I'm Legacy? I'm buying again, and I'm buying one more time. And hilariously, this is the round they won on Nation. It wasn't round 2 of the T-side, it was round 3. On the first half, it was round 2. So they've done it before. They'll look to do it again, surely. 4 kills, or 5 kills rather, as Nissim gets the closer. And even though the defuse is robbed from underneath them. Running into Torshi, he's going to block them. Not scared of a R trap. They go through the smoke. He gets caught from apartments. His teammate falls immediately. And I'm going to say Jimpat needs to watch out in this game because he was irrelevant back on Ancient. Another young player that is perhaps dealing with the struggles of success. Will they do it 5 alive? Oh no.
Yeah, I mean, dude, Nissim's been lethal, and I think you're dead on about Jimmy having to keep his eyes peeled. If kind of Lato and Dumao can sometimes feel like the fire of this team. I mean, dude, if Legacy win this round right now, break Mouz's money again, this is going to start to feel like just another beating for Mouz.
Oh, yeah.
Dumao and Lato. First 2 to find success. Jimmy's got his work cut out for him, and he gets blindsided by Nissim out through the apartments.
He was ready. Nissim's just so quick on that kill. I don't think Jimmy can even see him through the
like
Molotov.
from a place of desperation, Mouz might have to seriously entertain this round.
Yeah, I'm down for it.
2 on 3, and just to try and get something going, they give it a look in. But nothing presented, no one out in top mid, no one fighting them on long.
I mean, yeah.
And that's the thing, you know, Legacy, they'll be very, very confident off the top of the round. But once they get in a post plant like this, they're never going to give Mouz a reason to go for it.
I guess that's the expectation. It still would be nice to see Mouz like peek in and look for a mistake, but you are right, Legacy are fully tucked in. They're here to win. Up to a 4th on this T side now. Mouz again exits, risky, need both kills here to make it worth it. Brolin will find them, but the bomb gets him from this far. And so, was it worth it? Arguably not.
They've conceded real estate on the other side of the map. If they did go back, they'd have a lot to clear. So this might just be a very up-tempo, change of pace round. The initial volley of Util was meant to get Brolin out into the open. He's gone straight away. Exertion, desperate times, call for desperate measures.
My God.
Knife pull, spinks out now, and it's 2 smoke pushes that bring Mouz back in.
Yeah, big round for Exertion coming through that smoke and layer after layer for Mouz.
It's out through the apartments though. Jimmy, slow start to the series, feeling the burn, gets out with a double. And now his teammates arrive. Jimmy staved them off long enough for the cavalry to arrive, and Mouz repel that up-tempo A hit out through the apartments.
That's from the spawn.
Yeah, they played with a lot of pace thus far on this T side, but it felt like almost that's what the Cyclone timeout was about. Oh, what? God, Dumao. That's a wild smoke shot to open. They just keep funneling through this banana smoke. Stanton, 1 shot from death. On the rifle, no less. He leads the charge with the entries.
That wasn't meant to happen. Not the 2nd kill, let alone the 3rd.
And that is a brutal chain of events for Mouz. 2 players twice over felt like they should have had Sadzin dead to rights. Instead, he's torn this whole round away. Jimmy moves in, the 4th player to try and deal with Sadzin, and finally someone will best him. But it took nearly the whole team to stop that 1 player. Jimmy, alone in this clutch, is iced out, and that's got Sadzin on his feet. Breaking through the 1-man army, the rifle up through Banana.
Oh, he broke through. First major for this player. Everyone else has had their chance in the limelight. This guy is seizing it.
Was his 3K that helped locked it in for Mouz. Other than that, though, he's had a quiet series.
Good grenade to slow it down at least. He'll still take the fights, sees a little bit more, and that's a bomb on the map as well. Panic station, panic button here for Mouz. Can they flush this Brazilian squad out? It looks good. 0 smokes down, and they just walk into open sight lines, easily held by Mouz. 4-on-1, no ammo for Dumao. Whoa, the Glock burst is brutal, but winning this is a different conversation entirely. He's forced forward, funneled into the bomb site and into that AWP. Torshi with 2, and Mouz try and stop this streak here from Legacy. Instead, they've seized the opportunity. They've run with it every step of the way into this B bomb site. Team kill as well. Advantage held for Mouz. But again, they slipped through the smoke. Was it spotted? Doesn't matter. Sphinx has found a deep kill. His teammate's still alive in the bomb site. You need this frag. And even then, it's a 2v2. And you're trapped out committed. Sadzin tries to help through the smoke. Nissan boxed in. The nades are pulled by Torshi. What an error. 1v2 for Jimmy with a pistol. They got to come in quick.
Low HP for Sadzin. One shot would do it. Jimmy has a full belt of util, but does he want to get caught in the open playing with nades? These are the mind games at play, but the instant comes in. Jimmy with a quick swivel seals the deal on a tie half for this Mouz squad. Jimmy starting to come alive, and Mouz with a far better scoreline. Can they save themselves and this major run on Inferno?
Including a stomp over Vitality in the BO1s. This is a Mouz returning to form from 0-2. No strangers to comebacks, and it could all start with that. Nissan 1-for-1 in the apartments. Mouz pick up the pace.
Ready to go on this abs pop. Sadzin will meet them there. Full blind and mid-air. 2 strokes of luck for Sadzin, but that third one's all skill, baby. Pistol round locked in for Legacy.
He's out of his chair as well. Brazilians with something to say, something to shout. Double abs push. Legacy come through with a little trick up their sleeve. Despite the deep sap molly, they're still here. 1, and they somehow win it out. The MP9s just chewed through 2. Simply done. Dumao is denied though. So this B hit might be Mouz's only option to pick up the pace and go. Smoke in the face. 2 smokes in spawn. Mouz are getting scrambled right now, and they get isolated through this smoke. 1 by 1, Lato takes them down. Brolin the captain in a clutch, and he must stick the landing, or this is Legacy looking for playoffs.
Brolin backs up. In this moment, not about leadership, not about being the captain of the team. He's going to play all on his own.
2 nades and a molly.
The entire squad looking on. Molotov goes in, that forces Brolin wide.
It's not even a good molly, but he's looking at the ground to see where he can stand. That makes him open for spawn. Legacy have got them right where they want them.
They wait for that Mouz early util, but they want to go after the fact. Flashed in with retake util. It's Dumao facing first. Kills go the way of Mouz. Lato iced out, and this B site crumbles. The 3-man push brushed aside. Mouz move in, and Legacy kick to the wayside.
Important realization there for Spinks that there was a 3rd player. He's playing an off angle in the open, hoping he'd catch a couple of kills there, because that was 2 for 1 for Mouz before they found that player. Not too late to do something in this T side.
Terrorists win. Keep it up, let's fucking go. Nice fight on B.
Lead's starting to close up. It's still a ways away from worrying a Legacy. Mouz,
1 round.
1 step in the right direction. The Legacy still feel freedom to make their plays. They still hold this lead, and they play like it. Aggression to open up. And a 5v4 locked in.
The only positive is this is an undefended site. Nissim is on arch side, and the AWP is in apartment. Sadzin, he's got to get 1 kill and drop that molly instantly.
Bang. Oh, just falls short. Sadzin can't follow up. They'll break through. Nissim dead over on the long side. And that AWP just threading the needle on these players out through the apartments has let Mouz in.
I mean, yes, he missed his shot, but Mouz is still very lucky that he saw the back player first. If he saw the close player and got the kill, it would have been a disaster. I think even if he got that back kill, they still win the round off trade. So Mouz are quick to get out the apartments ahead of that Molotov. No respect for the CT incendiary.
To yell anything back at Legacy, they've been getting wrecked in this series.
I would care before you poke Dumao. It shows Mouz are at least feeling confident in their odds on this T side. They got something to scream about. They got something to fight for.
You just want them on edge. You want them shaken. Brolin certainly has Dumao feeling that way after that kill. And now they try and run it down into this B site. Lato, first kill comes out from him. Lux on the rotate over, plays the contain and stops Torshi from moving out through Banana. Does he want to make a play here and now? Lux, swing for the fences on this smoke push. He's snuck right through. Do they know? Are they ready for this? Are they aware? Yeah. Exertion is eyes on. Wow. Lux is push, read like a book. Made on the smoke, but Exertion just gets back in time. This would be another man disadvantage picked up for Mouz. And at that point, the comeback has well and truly arrived.
That was smoke, he puts it down. Funneled through this ruins, and Jimpat is ready and waiting. There's no kit right now, Nissim will pick it up.
Called Nissim the silent killer. Well, he's going to be that right now. Through the back line, can't get his aim under control. The nerves are setting in for Legacy. Mouz are breaking through.
AWP, SMGs, whatever to make it work. But if Mouz win this one, they are sitting right and ready to take Legacy's pick to drag us to a third. Gotta earn it still. Dumao nade out Brolin. Another man advantage. What could go wrong? Look at the confidence though. Back to Banana. Legacy just full take it dry. In a 5v3, they sit back and wait for Mouz to come to them. Uh-oh.
Nissim has just missed this timing, maybe.
Yeah.
They've crept on past. Jimmy's made it deep out towards the apartments. And this isn't confirmed info for Legacy.
Sadzin hits his.
Sadzin gets on the line in time. One kill back for Torshi, but they shouldn't be ready for the MP9 tucked in close. Nissim plays the discipline. Takes that one kill after a moment. It's just Torshi. And two players holding onto the spawn. This wrap is not available to him. And as he rounds this corner, he'll go into that double hold. The game might get tied, but Legacy refused to give over the lead.
That was meant to be the round for Mouz. That was meant to be them building on this streak, breaking the money. That's the story we'd expect.
No one has beat them on this yet, not even Vitality able to take down Legacy on Inferno. But here in the game that sends you into the playoffs, the game that they were leading by some margin, it's gone the distance, and this round could decide everything.
No way.
This push from Nissim could decide everything. Just one kill over in middle. It's Sadzin's AWP to be tested next. First shot misses, and with each shot you miss, Mouz get closer. The gap closing, another missed shot from the Sadzin AWP. The rest of Legacy arrive.
Money on the line.
They got here not with one standout individual, but as a team. It's gonna have to come together like that in this retake. Mouz have time to get set up. Exertion down in the pit. Torshi tucked at the site, and Jimmy embarking on a wrap round through the apartments. He's playing aggressive in this 3v3 post plant. He's going to come in on this backstab. He's gone unchecked. They've flushed out Boiler. They think the backline's clear. Can Jimmy nail this timing? This would be stealing the major playoff dream away from Legacy. Exertion might have beat him to the punch. Lux doesn't know where to look and left cowering in a corner. Mouz bring it through all the way on a map point. An undefeated map for the Brazilians. And Mouz on the back foot the entire way. Now just one round away from Nuke. The pressure of it all, the impossible comeback being mounted against them. The game that felt so safe, like you couldn't give it away. But it's not over till it's over. And Sadzin's AWP gifts Legacy a 5v4 right off the top. You've seen Legacy struggle to convert these rounds before. They can't afford to have that happen now. There's no better chance for overtime. Their AWP has guaranteed as much.
Yeah, he's missed a couple of shots in the apartments when they need him, so position swaps coming in as he takes that all back to B after the entry. Dumao is putting it all on a smoke fade. He's ahead of the wall, looking for a 1v1, looking for a clean kill, and he can't get it. Orb looks back to follow up again. Sadzin lands his second. This guy at his first major, looking to kick up dust in Mouz's face, take them to overtime off the back of his solo B-hold AWP.
This guy will have ever had in his entire life. Util reigns in. Sadzin full blind. They get closer and they get past him straight away. Sadzin crumbles. B-side taken.
No kits.
Legacy, it's all on the line right now. Overtime or bust. A third map off in the distance. And a retake that has to slow down. Jimmy continuing to take space, take heads. Mouz have built back into this one. And only Lato left. Moving out through the spawn, they know about him now. The net continues to close around Legacy. A 10-4 lead, a golden opportunity given away. And left to fate, left to a third map as Mouz stick the landing on this comeback. From 4-10 down, they swing for the fences. And Legacy have to dust themselves down, pick themselves back up. This whole major run now rests on their nuke. For Mouz coming into this now, they come off the back of a turnaround in map 2 after a slow start, finally feeling themselves and believing in themselves to turn this series back in their favor and recover from this disastrous day one that's haunted them all throughout their major run.
Yeah, you feel like it's easier for Mouz. They have the proof, they have the experience, and they've just come off of a comeback with momentum in their pocket. For Legacy, can't afford to get in their head. They rotate B heavy, down the vent, 3 players. One will come back up. Because the map has gone quiet, Mouz are looking for this A attack. Xertion from ramp has come round outside to main, and that's a quick shot. Backup secret, he's found a second as well. They're still going to the stack. It should be fine in theory. Only one player up hell side. Nissim got to get in position, but Xertion has already made this theirs.
Ooh, and he can't hit a thing. 3 players swing him together, and Nissim gets whittled down. Half health. And no way to win this. Xertion even wrapping around from behind. A done deal and a dominant pistol falling in Mouz's favor. Battle against overwhelming odds throughout this entire thing. But now to feel like you just gave up the best opportunity you've ever had in your life to make a major playoffs. And now having to dig deep on a third map versus a warmed-up Mouz. That is a crazy way for this to start.
Right through the big box as well. Headshot.
It was these 4 spy rounds that made Legacy so successful on the other 2 maps. We got to see that again. I mean, Xertion has just been wrecked to open this up. Okay. That's going to pump you up a little bit if you're Legacy.
They're going to go into ramp, it looks like, and Legacy have numbers here right now. Legacy, oh my god. Second wallbang scout headshot. Sadzin is not going down without a fight.
Doing everything. 2 kills, both of them wallbangs. And a lot of damage on a Spinks and Torshi. Brolin left trying to look for solutions. Out in the main. Lato felled over towards ramp, and Brolin wrestles with the Galil to bring them into this top site. That's it, still going! There's no stopping him. 3 kills, he's done so much in this round.
No bomb.
And with the bomb away from Torshi out in the top site, this reroute in through ramp, heard by the player up in heaven.
Got 3 wallbang kills and a tag.
And he does that at a very critical juncture in Legacy's major story. Second round of this third and final map, and the 4 spy landing stuck thanks to the Sadzin scout.
What a time.
He lands tags on every single player, kills 3 of them. That is a huge impact round for the Legacy Orb.
Dude, every shot, that one falling out of heaven as well. This, like, how do you calculate that? roof.
Oh, that's
So annoying.
so horrible. Sneak past the one lobby player. Get into the back line. And Nissim. Nice little money-making round. A quick end to that eco. Whatever conversation Mouz was having, it's over. Focus on the next round. It's impressive stuff from Legacy. And a win here versus the more experienced Mouz squad. I think what is even more impressive, Dumao push out through the hut. And they're playing with a lot of heart here to open up map 3. Dumao on a second dive back into the lobby.
You just have to love it.
Mouz get decimated, stopped in their tracks. This round never even starts.
Dumao doesn't give a damn. He's just doing it again
And we're
again.
back to these clean CT round wins for Legacy.
Oh no, don't remind me. Brolin, he's got the hard clear hut. Dumao's pushed this 3 times in this round. Got flashed through the door to get aggressive, did it again, and then just walked in for the 3rd kill. You're not getting anything, Brolin. And let him sing after a round like that.
Good thing it didn't go too much further. Sadson was waiting for that exact play. Dumao's got an aggressive out in the yard. And with Exertion getting peppered on this spam, I don't know, is Dumao going to get checked here? Doesn't matter, he's clean with it.
Exertion was hard clearing that, doesn't make a difference.
Up and over for Brolin, trying to sniff out this close man out in the yard. But this is info now for Dumao, wrestles with them. 2 big kills from Dumao out in the yard side.
He's leveling up.
And he starts to reroute, he's trying to be everywhere all at once. Back in main now.
Like how he slows it down eventually. They don't know there's North in play yet. Knows when to quit it with the man advantage. Sadson waits on ramp.
This was the guy that started this streak of rounds for Legacy. Gonna get tested on the AWP. Swing and a miss for Sadson. Sees him away from this ramp room. They're looking for hell control. Nissim on the extremities will get overwhelmed. Spinks gets out with this 3-on-3 for Mouz, and Lato's getting split on. They're coming through heaven, coming out into this top site. Dumao will provide the cover, and it's on Dumao that they were hoping to win this. Spinks, and there's the hero figure. Spinks with a huge 4K finally puts Mouz on the board.
Unbelievable shot, and what a read. He drops top silo and just waits.
Make use of these smokes out in the yard, especially when they don't fight anyone on the lobby push.
This is a really interesting setup, right? You don't have to play anyone A, but like you said, leave one lobby and everyone has this cross. And Mouz ready for this many eyes. Oh, the gap. Into main, full blind, hits the shot, and they can't even go A. They don't have lobby. Main feels like a trap, but really they're walking into it.
Speed and conviction on that rotate away is maddening. And Mouz, everywhere they've gone in this round has felt like they're walking into a stack. The last thing they heard as they embarked on that cross out in the yard was that there's 3 players taking lobby. Next thing they know, they're fighting a small army outside. Jimmy and Torshi link back up in the lobby position, but a 2v5 required. Not a dent made in the armor of Legacy. And they're going in. With Gnarly set up in at this top site. Lux secures that opening on the spray. Torshi with a vent drop, but this lower site isn't safe. Dumao's already down here. They're chasing Torshi in the vents. And nothing feels more hopeless than this round for Torshi. He knows it's over.
Dude, such a smart call here for Lux again. Like, that rotate is the last thing Mouz expect.
Furia already in the playoffs. Legacy storming towards that position as well. Payne left in the conversation for later on. This is Sadson smoked out behind the AC vent, trying to dodge capture out here in the yard. Mouz fling themselves out into the open, and they cross into the garage, trying to get past the Legacy AWP. But they can't find that gap yet. Spinks will get up, Heaven side on for this wrap. Can that be used for Mouz? He's unknown about for the time being. Torshi, hell of a pickup. Spinks still gaining ground on this push up through the heavens. Lux is already here, holding for this exact move. Spinks has got to be hands-on on this peek out into the heavens, and he can't wrangle in Lux, who goes on a tear. Legacy are in full control. Nothing is working for Mouz.
Dare I say, this feels better than Inferno. This feels like more safe right now for Legacy. Still not out of the half yet, but right now, 8-2 up, winning every situation, disrupting rifle rounds with aggression. And in all of this, they've still lost to one of the sickest rounds of the matchup, which is Spinks' 4K clutch. And that didn't even deter them. This year, this season, 6 events in a row, they have been semi-finals or better. Legacy want to group them.
Run out into the top side. Struggling to stem the bleeding, but Sadzin might be able to provide the solutions.
Okay.
Brolin, fast drop down lower.
Captain Clutch.
Has this route to the plant open, but you know that Legacy, with the game they've been having, going to feel confident here. They sneak one player down the vent, the other guy runs, hoping that Brolin isn't prepared for a second player. Nissim going to nail the shots, and the dominance continues for Legacy. They are sprinting towards this finish line.
Yeah, bad fight for Brolin to take. Maybe he's trying to reposition, but that shadow is going to give it away completely. He gets pre-fired.
Throwing the usual smokes they would, but something is missing, something is lacking. There's not that fire for Mouz. Meanwhile, the server is ablaze for Legacy.
What?
Aggression for Dumao and a contact push. A 5v4 opened for Mouz thanks to the Torshi Orb. That's Sadzin dealt with up in heaven, opening up and exposing the back end of this Legacy squad. Exertion on the move around, takes up Hell, looking for a ramp kill. This is going to be a tough round for Legacy. They've not been in a position like this in this CT half. 3v5. Lux already down at lower. Up until now, you felt like you could win anything if you're Legacy. This round really tests the limit of that.
Info is power.
Dumao continues on this aggressive pathing. It was him, contact play through the lobby right at the top of the round.
No, he's going to find the bomb.
Now arrives out in the yard. This is the bomb here. Kill for Lato. Dumao gets the Springer's trap. That's the bomb drop.
Ooh.
Good pickup for Spinks out on the secret stairs. Bomb can get retrieved. They have a player up in the heavens. Exertion wrapping back through the lobby, gonna blindside Lato, and Lux falls. Mouz battle back in with 3, but it doesn't feel like enough. Legacy hold this massive advantage. They are now closer than ever to those major playoffs.
Felt like that was a perfect storm for Mouz to steal this series as the experienced team and go through to the playoffs, but Legacy still have more fight in them.
This is the most important pistol round Legacy will ever play. Because if they win it here and now, that's it. They're on the path, they're on the fast track into those playoffs. If they fall short, they've got to win it in these rifle rounds, and it gives room to a potential Mouz comeback. Fast play down the ramp into Jimmy. They'll trade him after 1.
3v5, but great space to take it. They've even got a Molotov to flash out double doors. That will slow Mouz down. Careful.
This is playoffs on a pistol round. And the advantage is getting whittled away for Legacy. Dumao, can he reply? That's 2 quick kills. Dumao, low on health. So is Torshi. Can he isolate this one man up on the rafters? Can't quite get past Brolin. And so the pistol round that could have ended it all comes up in Mouz's favor.
Yeah, it's a bit awkward, right? They open the double door to set up Dumao, but in doing so, it gets one of their teammates killed inside of B. They have won 5 of 6. This has to be their first conversion.
Oh, it's the worst possible start. Ramp room taken. Torshi trying to hold for the drop down, but they'll make it past him. Lower has been taken.
I don't know if you can plant and get out. It's a one-way mission.
Giving chase, yeah, there's no return ticket. Just the bomb plant for Sadzin, hoping now that his teammates can take this over the line.
No kit.
Legacy have won all of these 4 spies. And if that trend keeps up once more, that's them on this path to the playoffs. It's only Lux left standing, but it's this guy's brain that's made him lethal. Exertion gonna blow it out the back of his head, and this one, the conversion landed. Mouz finally bucked the trend. Torshi's already up through Secret, but Dumao tries to thread this needle. Torshi won't have spotted him yet, but he is gonna catch him on the fall back. And so Dumao dead first.
Jimmy lives.
Jimmy gonna get out on the ramp room. Here's the support from Brolin. Can't find a thing. Just the dink onto Nissim.
We can't go back either. That's not safe. Spinks in the deep door position. Jimmy dropped B. He's been reinforced by Torshi. They've got to clear this if they're going to make the A hit happen, leaving Nissim hell.
If you're Legacy, I feel like... Oh my god, they did clear it.
Now they know though, should be easy. Spinks feels the pressure, he goes swinging. There's Nissim inside of the smoke, popping his head up, and he's got full info on both players.
Yeah, they know they're both coming through heaven, and it's only Torshi left. The turnaround from Legacy. Faking them out, it's just Torshi, and if they can beat him, that's double digits secured. No slow start to this T side, they hit the ground running, opening up with a rifle round.
Even the util kit unavailable. Torshi behind red. They feel like this outside play is a fake, but Dumao is stuck behind main playing late. Oh, does he walk right into Torshi here? Change of tune for Dumao, and Torshi makes it easy. If he was convinced in his position, might have gone a lot better. But now they've got a mid round. Now they've got to test the ramp again. Jimmy still subject to Legacy's entry. Exertion commits, continues, and Jimmy goes down again. Even one kill for Jimmy would go really far here.
Jimmy's going to take first contact, and then he'll have Spinks there to back him up. And you're dead on. If Jimmy can even make out with one kill, it's a lot of damage.
Oh no.
Spinks him the next to spring to life. Only just getting involved now, but a shot from that orb. No plant for Lux.
He's got it.
No chance for Lux. Just going to get that planted in time, but they are running at him. They are closing the gap. And the captain's clutch, it's Mouz picking it up.
Oh, that could have been the trade onto Spinks that they needed. It was right there for the taking from Legacy. Just couldn't find that final bullet.
This is an up-tempo round. There's going to be real pace behind this. Fast out towards the door. Molly comes in. With Torshi calling they're low on money. Expect Mouz to bite down heavy on this. They bring everyone over. Full stack materializing in this top site.
Down the vent?
One man makes it down the vent.
It's cheeky.
Left away from the action. Bomb plant in the downtime, and a 3v4 for this top site. Now pulled into question for Mouz.
Nissim can come in on a huge flank.
Real low HP on 3 of these players though. Sadzin, the only guy with health. Nissim on this flank. The silent killer. Do they want to smoke? Turn around, and what a whip that is! Headset off for Nissim. He can't believe what's just happened. A man down for Mouz, and they stick the landing on that retake. That gets Torshi on his feet. Nissim throwing the headset off. He looked cool, he looked calm, collected across the entire series. But that is a frustrating round for Legacy to give up.
He plays too slow, and it all happens too quick. Jimmy with 3 huge kills out heaven, and Torshi the 180 to stop anything from getting weird.
Let's fucking go!
And so this is meeting their expectations. This is them rising to the occasion. They've been here before.
Oh dear.
Torshi, aggressive move. And what felt like a molly designed to make life miserable for Torshi propelled him into a 5v4 for Mouz.
Still a door player. Nissim plays ahead of it, and Spinks doesn't know because he's already in the hut. He goes for the roof instead. It is covered, but Nissim's calling A is clear.
Space.
He's going to flank Spinks
He knows
and just
he's
win this
timing
round.
someone. And there's Spinks call moving out the hut. Nissim, good for one more. Trades go both ways, but out in the yard, Exertion slams the gauntlet down. It's Jess Lato, 1 versus 3. To stop Mouz from tying up this game. Exactly as Inferno went, a lead for Legacy, starting to crumble away before their very eyes. And they only have this one guy left in it. Bomb dropped out in the yard. He doesn't know where to look. And he goes into Exertion, who's playing a patient game out in the yard.
Yeah, Exertion came into this series an absolute shell of himself. His T-side on Ancient was abysmal. He did nothing. He found no opening kills. They go right into Mouz. 10-10 now. Legacy keep up the pace.
Collateral for Torshi. Lux will get revenge at least, but two players are wounded here.
Unconfirmed damage.
Fast down into lower. Spinks caught out on an island. Quick trades from this Legacy squad. See them through into a B play. Dumao lurking out in the yard, but he's been found out. And these Dumao lurks that in the past were so effective have started to feel like a bit of a problem for Legacy.
They're not safe to plant. They don't feel it. Mouz are picking their side right now. They're going all double door.
Gotta go at some point while this util's still up. Once those smokes are gone, the job only gets harder. And so forced to commit. They will get that bomb planted, but it's these two players that were collateraled by the AWP. One of them knocked out now. Lux the other. Just Lato in another clutch. Couldn't do it in the last round. But this time he's got the bomb to play around. The hopes and dreams of Legacy resting on Lato's shoulders, and that weight is too much to bear.
I love that for Mouz. They just stand still, side by side. They know the pressure is on that boxed-in player who has to peak, and Mouz await that kill. It comes to them, delivered.
Oh, dude, it's in this moment, like, you can imagine it, your heart's racing, you can feel it all over again. At least when this happened on Inferno, you had the promise of a third map, the promise of a rest and reset, another collateral. That's how both of these last rounds have started. Collaterals from the Torshi AWP to soften up Legacy, to lower that confidence even more.
Yeah, Torshi's not had a great tournament, but these last couple of rounds will keep Mouz in it. Man advantage, Nissim controlling the roof, lobby taken, and he doesn't know it for sure. Spinks, not again, not on the ladder. Gets given a second chance and still maintains lobby control as Legacy were moving back to retake. Mouz don't want to hang around. They suddenly scramble and give up position. They say, have it back. Just got to watch on this top side. Brolin retaking it alone, and they line up again. More damage done. Scout will get the trade, and Spinks is ready to play. If they go A, he is right behind them.
Yeah.
If they go ramp, he is ready.
And they are coming his way. They're going right into Spinks. They're playing right into his hands. That's so much damage. Only Santin remains, and Torshi will deal with him. Mouz breeze into the lead. And Mouz about to take it all the way. Cross out in the yard. Lux has called for a slower round, hoping that taking the pace out of it, playing together, grouped, pack, rolly, counter-strike, that can be their way in.
Really strong position. Spinks lets him pass. They're going to clear him still, but a 5v4 taken. Legacy crumbling in this Cinderella story, walking over shards of glass. 2v4, no one survives, and Nissim left in the silence as Mouz have done it. A 4v1 to take them to the playoffs at the major. On the edge of elimination early to the biggest underdog that never made it. Nissim creeps, Nissim crawls, but Xertion closes, and Mouz make it happen.
For the sake of their own legacy, Mouz had to destroy theirs. In it to the playoffs again for this Mouz squad.